Earlier we heard Lewis talking about how windy it's been this month, and well, if you've lived here for more than a day, you know that, yeah, it gets pretty windy from time to time.
Well, let's go live to our fourth meteorologist for an in-depth explanation of what is causing this wind. Lewis, good morning again.
Oh, good morning once again, guys. It is, well, quite chilly out here this morning, but the winds are actually very calm, which is something we haven't mentioned in a while here in South Dakota. Now, as I said earlier in the show, and as you all know, January has been a very windy month here in South Dakota, but just what exactly has been causing these winds?
Lemon, 74 miles per hour. That is a Category 1 hurricane force wind gust. Winter, 68. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Around 25 to 35 miles per hour. Winds gusting up to 50.
Weather, just real quick, wind is picking up a lot, blowing really hard, so we are seeing some really gusty conditions. January 2014 has been one of the windiest months on record here in South Dakota. This January, we experienced 7 days of at least 60 mile per hour wind gusts and 11 days of at least 50 mile per hour wind gusts. Compare that to last January, where we did not have a day where the winds reached at least 60 miles per hour, and only one day did the gusts get up to 50. Now, we had a high wind warning many times throughout the month of January, and these high wind warnings are put in place when we have sustained winds of at least 40 miles per hour or gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Now, these high winds can cause damages to roofs or small buildings, and then the gusts can cause drivers to lose control and then also reduce visibility, causing interstates to be shut down. So, what was the force behind the strong winds in the month of January? Well, for most of the month, the United States was under a fairly consistent weather pattern. It started with a trough or low pressure system sitting just to our northeast. This weather pattern is what brought snow, freezing temperatures, and wind to places like Chicago. Around a low pressure, wind moves in a counterclockwise formation. Now, along with the low, a ridge or high pressure system established itself to our southwest. High pressure clears the skies, and this is what's responsible for the above normal temperatures as well as the very dry conditions going on in California. Winds move in a clockwise motion around a high pressure. Now, the presence of both these pressure systems created what meteorologists term as a pressure gradient. And because both of these pressure systems were so strong, they created a very strong pressure gradient. This in turn created almost a funnel for the wind as it came gusting out of the north, giving us some extremely high wind. Well, and like I said earlier, we from January 10 to January 26, we saw winds of at least 26 miles per hour here in South Dakota and gusts of at least 35 miles per hour. And then the fastest of those gusts came on January 26, where we saw 66 miles per hour gusts here in Rapid City.